What's going on, everyone? This is your boy AshTheMan, and thank you so much for tuning in. So we are here with episode 76 of My Hero Academia Infinity 100%. Now, this episode, and actually these last few episodes, have definitely been taking us to the limit with these transitions in with Overhaul and his operations and Heroes trying to close in on him. Now, if you pay attention to the last episode was crazy, with Dooku and Sir Night Eye coming to Muriel's help, knowing that Muriel has been hit with the quirk eraser bullet, and Sir Night Eye is taking some critical blows. Things is not looking good for the heroes. But nevertheless, with this episode, we can definitely get a little bit of some shine in there. Now, when you talk about this episode, now you have Ohaku and Suyu. They pretty much was on the scene, still, wrapping up heroes and doing what they got to do. Now, if you noticed in the few episodes that they pretty much stayed at the beginning to kind of like clear out the riffraff, as majority of the heroes went down underground to, of course, stop Overhaul. Now, they end up crashing down the last episode, and the reason that they did is because old girl from the League of Villains pretty much changed to make herself look like Dooku to warn the heroes that Overhaul is going to get away. The heroes is not doing so good down, and they end up crashing down due with the commotions of one of his underlings, absorbing people powers and getting bigger. So when the pro hero Tatsumi, she pretty much went into her dragon form, they clash. They hit the underground, but nevertheless, this episode really focuses on the fact that Deku really wants to be able to save Yuri, and we got some background information about her also. And to go into that background information, kind of find out she is the grandson of the former leader of the Yukaza, and the way that Overhaul became the new leaders, because to kind of figure out about her quirk almost works in similar to his, but it's kind of like a reversal or whatever. It keeps on descending things to before. So let's just say if you get a cut on your arm, and pretty much it's going to repair to the previous state and so forth. But if she stay in contact with you, it's like your whole cells and everything goes back into a previous state until you're unborn. So her quirk is, at this point, is uncontrollable because she doesn't know how it works. But she has one of the most rarest quirks because it's considered to be a mutation at the time. And the mutation is because she has a horn sticking out of her forehead, which is definitely interesting, the kind of information that they go over. And then they go into how her family call her cursed, but so essentially they control her. Her father goes to touch her, and they really don't give a time frame on how he just how long it took, but we just see his clothes laid out chalk. So she got rid of that fool, not on purpose, but you know what it is. Now, when Deku try to goes and save her or whatever, he noticed that he went 100% but no drawbacks, and it's because of her quirk. And the reason why it works so well is because when Deku goes 100%, he puts his body at risk because his body can't handle the amount of energy, the amount of power that it has. That's why his muscles and everything, his bones, it cracks down, and that's why he only can handle up to this point 20%, which still not bad, but it's not enough to take down the Overhaul. So when he hit the 100%, he could tell that, okay, when he's touching her, he pretty much is just reversing the changes. Also, the changes happen. That's why the key name of this episode is called Infinity 100%, because when she's touching him, he's going 100%. He ends up in a state to where it's it doesn't move, it doesn't mess up his body, because it's hurting, but then it's not hurting. So it's just, he's at this, state of infinity 100%, and that allows him to pretty much dodge and battle Overhaul in a state to where he can be able to possibly take him down. Sir Night Eye pretty much informed of his, foreseeing, his foresight ability, that in the end, him and Deku end up getting killed by Overhaul, and he ends up escaping. But he confirms in this episode that his foresight did not predict this predicament. So I'm thinking, like, if he doesn't have everybody he's using the foresight on, he doesn't really get an accurate percent of the situation, especially on an operation like this, because if you only seen between him, Deku, and Overhaul that's how the futures are going to be when evolving them two. He didn't evolve the girl helping out Deku to the point to where he's able to use 100%. So his foresight may be a whole different course now. So yeah, possibilities hitting there. But that pretty much wraps up the review for My Hero episode 76, Infinity 100%. And I think it was a fantastic episode that not just gives us information on past events, but also it gives us, more insights about Yuri's, quirk and why Overhaul wanted so bad, and why, he's willing to even, put down the Yakuza leader to end up creating the drug and pretty much to stand on top, not just only in the crime world, but on top of villains, period. So yeah, there we go. But I just want to thank you guys for definitely tuning in to this week review for episode 76 of My Hero. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification button, and leave a comment below. How did you guys feel about this episode? Tell me what you think. Other than that, AshTheMan is out. Peace.